Hello once again, everyone. This is Uthris, and we're back in Medieval Engineers, working on our airship from the previous episode. We are making good progress. At least I am off camera. I have been just adding some details, working out some of the room layout for the captain's quarter here. As you can see, this is just a light trading sloop, so it's not like, you know, first-rate ship by any means. It's just a light ship. So the captain's quarters is, I mean, it's spacious enough. I mean, it's the size of a normal bedroom, but no bigger by any means. He has his desk, he has his chair, his little dresser, a spare chair, a barrel, and then his door, which is basically a windmill blade as always. Little connecting hallway with little, I almost want to treat this like a shelf on both sides. We do have torches to make sure things are visible in the dark. A nice window here. I really like how this window turned out. We're going to be building it on the other side as well. But you can see, just trying to mix up what type of blocks we are using to create some depth. I even did so around here on the two large windows in the back. Hung up a flag and just trying to work as much detail as possible. So, let's go ahead and try and raise up pretty much the main walls here of this thing. Now, I don't know how I want to do this, but I get the feeling building a nice frame first will be the first step, as is usually the first step for most builds. You know, you gotta get your outline done, and then just go from there. Alright. Now, I want to put a little window, basically almost like one of these, close to this corner. But I'm going to center it over on this side first, as I wanted the desk to have a view. I think that'll be a nice little touch to have. So let's see if we can't do that. I basically turned the plank pattern on its side near the staircase, just so we have some more texture in places. So let's continue that over and make a seam here. You know, we're gonna have to do it like that, I feel. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge to copy that wall over. I'm gonna be doing a lot of referencing in between the two sides, just so I can get everything right and lined up correctly. That's the problem with Medieval Engineers, and it doesn't have a mirror build mode. So if you're doing anything like this, you're going to be flying back and forth a whole lot. Okay, so I think that gives us our frame. Am I right? Nope. It needs to come out a little bit more. Okay, so let's go ahead and box in this window here. For one in on each side. And then I think the window is just going to sit right here, pretty much. It'll be too wide. Let's lower it down by one, just so we can get a little bit of height in it. Make it an actual rectangle instead of a perfect square. Alright. And I square up the corners so that I can place the timber rounds as a full window frame, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, so we got our little window there, and we can square that up, bring some texture in by doing that, give it a little windowsill on the outside. In fact, let's do this. Just put a detail here. It doesn't even have to make sense. It's just a shape. Something to just break up contours. And in fact, I can bring the windowsill onto this side as well, which is pretty nice. This is actually kind of a sign that I can scoot everything back one block and it still makes sense. So I might do that for the bed and dresser here. Right, and I'm not going to scoot the table back as that little sill there is going to mess with it. If I do, let's grab our table again and just plop that back down where it was. Had to remove it so I can see underneath. Okay. And what I'll do is something like this. So it looks like shutters. At least from a distance, it'll look like shutters. It's that nice different color from the brown, showing that white inside of that wood. And now we can try to texture this last bit of wall here. So let's go ahead and establish that it's going to be too wide, just like that. We can throw up a board. And something like that works technically, because really it doesn't have to make perfect sense. And I can do this as an effect. And maybe even, let's see, can I fit, I was hoping I could fit a windmill blade there, but maybe it would just be cool to do a cross of rope. That way it feels like it's maybe holding, you know, some rigging together somewhere else. Can't get a shield there either. And it's not really the right spacing for a shield anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and build these other windows that are needed. And see what we can do here. That's where a window starts. And that is where a window starts. Okay. Not bad. We'll see if we go down here. I'm gonna grab a torch so we can see that I did add some thicker supports here. I can still access this lower area, so if I did want to store cargo, I can. And of course, I do want to put crew quarters down here and then also a hatch for bulk storage. So the crew quarters might stop here in this area and we just have bunk beds. And then the rest be storage, or storage first, then crew quarters at this end. I don't quite know just yet. Yeah, let's see what I did here. It looks like I did a whole lot of rounds. How tall? That's an important factor to know. 3 tall. Okay, I can do that. Just like so. Put these corners in, because I know that's where they go. Now, yes, it does fully touch beside of each other. That is a detail that I forgot about, so it's going to be 4 tall. And then another block, just like this. In fact, these need to be 2 tall. And then we grab our rounds again. And it's just 2 rounds on top of each other. Some more detail. And now for the shutter-like items. Does it have a windowsill? No, it doesn't look like it has one. But really, this should be just all the detail I need. That's pretty good. It's really starting to look like a ship. I'm actually very happy with it so far. You know, I have to add the upper deck here in a moment. Which makes me think it's actually going to be 1 taller than it currently is, which is kind of nice. Because I want to try and use the deck pattern on here as well. At least for the roofing. And still try and figure out a different floor type, because this is rather basic still. Let's turn this on so I can see. Flip it around so the headboard's in the right direction. Alright, put our pseudo dresser drawers back here. There we go. And I'm gonna have to move the shield over so it lines up better. This is looking good. I'm gonna turn on just a few of these lights, and then I'm gonna turn it to nighttime. Just so I can see how well it's lighting it up. It's lighting up fairly well, which is good. Out here, not so much, but there are outer lights as well. And I do know the flame noise do bug some people, but not much I can do about it, as there's no slider just for turning off the noise of the flames. That'll be so cool once all the walls are done. You guys can see just at a distance how those windows look. I hope YouTube makes this visible, because on my screen it looks pretty nice. Go ahead and change it back to about noon. Shut off all these torches. 1. Oh, come on. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Now I need to, I think I'm going to frame this out just a little bit more here. Alright. And I'm sorry when we get into dark spots, how the character's eyes don't really adjust well enough, at least to my liking. That looks okay. Just trying to keep that texture consistent. Okay. And the staircase in the middle is growing on me, but if it does ever look weird, I can try and shift it to the left or right, depending. So, but right now, it's okay. It's just okay. Let's build this wall now, which I need to see the above view and slightly shift the time so I can see those boards on the opposite side. Let's see. Okay. So plank 1, 2, plank, and wall. Just like that, right? And we have 2 walls. Post, 2 walls, post, and wall. So that is that side. Oh, that's too tall. I do remember saying that we boosted these ends up. There we go. I think that's the correct way. Oh, I still have a torch on. Just noticed that noise. There we go. And now I can just build it from the top down. So 2, and let's see, we need, I think it's probably a 4. Yeah, just to give us a perfect rectangle here. And 2 again. And how would I do the lower area that I cannot see? Okay, that makes sense. 2 in the middle. Beams to either side. And then we have our windowsill. Extra detail area. Oh, this can't be log. It has to be squares here. 2, 3, 2, 3. This right? Yes, it is. And the tops. In fact, I need to make the windowsill here. Actually, thinking about it, I think that is right. I don't think the bottom sticks out. Nope, it doesn't. Now for the inside, I just changed the sun's position yet again. And I think that's it. Not bad. 17 minutes into the episode. Progress is being made. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and establish these. Okay, and there. Running into a little bit of a problem in this section, as we don't really have a way to hook up boards correctly. But it's okay, we can add a new flat board on that side, just so things can function. There we go. Cool. That's the first section of roof. Now this section is going to run into the same issue, so I can do that. Alright. I can technically remove this piece, as it's not needed there. And just continue the pattern through the wall. Get rid of that one. There we go. And don't need to do anything special on this side, which is nice. Just need to drag out the pattern some more. Let's see. So I still haven't gotten really any suggestions on where you guys think the kind of airfield or the kind of balloons that's going to be holding this thing aloft. So you guys can still definitely suggest that. If no suggestions are made, I can definitely decide, but you know, it's just one of these things that I enjoy getting your guys' feedback on. That door is just screwing everything up. That doesn't make sense to have a door on there and on the inside. It's not really necessary. Though I did like it. Kind of added another dimension to the room, but whatever. Can't win them all. Alright. Boom and boom. Time for the final look with the roof on here. Coming in, nice little entryway. And here we go. Nice and cozy. I like it. I'm liking it a whole lot. Turn on our light. It looks good. I'm really happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you found it helpful, let me know in the comments down below. Go ahead and check out my other videos for more creative goodness. Leave me a like, dislike, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.